The offensive juggernaut continued in Week 8 as the 7-1 Wildcats readied themselves for 25th-ranked Oklahoma in another packed house at KSU Stadium. K-State special teams got the barrage started by blocking this punt for a K-State touchdown.
K-State blocked a punt against the Sooners last year. The snap, and the kick is blocked. It's blocked, picked up by Gordon Brown. Touchdown, Kansas State. The Wildcats do it again. It's deja vu, 1994.
Quarterback Matt Miller was brilliant in this game. He connected on 20 of 25 passes for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns.
K-State fakes the stretch play. Miller to throw as a man wide open over the middle, running at the 5. Dort lowers his shoulder, touchdown, Kansas State. Sooners showing man-to-man coverage on K-State's receivers lined up to the right side, running and Lockett. On 3rd and 3, Miller pumping. Now wants to throw long. He's looking down the far sideline for Lockett, and the pass is caught by Lockett. I don't know how he did this one. This is one of his best of all time. K-State will use the shotgun and 5, count them 5 wide receivers. Miller, fade route, one to isolate Lockett near side, reaches up, hauls it in, touchdown, Kevin Lockett, Kansas State. Lockett's got another one. 1st and 10, Kansas State at the 16-yard line. Play action fake over the middle, Loika wide open, touchdown, Kansas State. Matt Miller is 3rd touchdown pass of the day.
The defense was also outstanding, and the day was capped off when All-American cornerback Chris Canny intercepted this pass and returned it 39 yards for his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Moore sets up, has time, throws over the middle, intercepted by Chris Canny. Canny's at the 30, Canny's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Chris Canny, an interception return for a touchdown.
When it was all over, the scoreboard read Kansas State 49, Oklahoma 10. The 3rd consecutive season that Kansas State had defeated the once proud Sooners, and the margin of victory had increased each season. The win over nationally ranked Oklahoma vaulted the 8-1 nationally ranked Wildcats to their all-time high of 7th in the polls as they prepared for the road finale at Ames, Iowa against the Iowa State Cyclones. The offense was marvelous, scoring touchdowns on 3 of its first 4 possessions. Wide receiver Mitch Running returned to his home state to catch 6 passes for 121 yards as Kansas State overwhelmed the Cyclones.
3 wide receivers set for Kansas State. On 4th down and 5, they fake the draw. Back to throw is Miller. Sets his feet, throwing it long over the middle, looking for Running. He reaches up. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Matt Miller threw 3 more touchdown passes to break the all-time Big 8 single-season mark of 22 touchdown passes in a single season. On the ground, Eric Hickson was over the century mark again, blasting the Cyclones for 144 yards rushing.
4th down and a yard to go for Kansas State at the Iowa State 5. 14-7 K-State. The Wildcats trying to get a lead play. Hickson's got a touchdown. Right side, Eric Hickson.
Final score, Kansas State, top 10 team, national program, and rolled the Cyclones 49-7. Kansas State closed out its regular season at KSU Stadium, hosting the Colorado Buffaloes in front of over 42,000 fans at KSU Stadium's Wagner Field. Kansas State used a 44-yard block punt by All-American Chris Canny in the 3rd quarter, and the score was deadlocked going into the 4th quarter. After Colorado field goal had given the Buffs a 3-point lead, Kansas State came charging back like it had all season long and all during the tenure of Bill Snyder. Kansas State regained the lead with just 2 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock on this Eric Hickson 1-yard plunge.
2nd down and goal to go. Football inside the 1. Miller, the quarterback. Jason Johnson's the center. Miller takes the snap, gives it off to Hickson. Diving, he's got the touchdown. Eric Hickson, touchdown, K-State.
Yet Colorado came back and scored a pair of touchdowns late in the game. One after a mishandled shotgun snap rolled into the Wildcat end zone and was recovered by Colorado. All told, the Buffaloes had posted a 27-17 victory over K-State, ending both teams' regular seasons at 9-2. The reward for Kansas State's great 1995 regular season was a trip to the Holiday Bowl in beautiful San Diego. But the trip was also about business. And when the time came for business, the Wildcats put together one of the best efforts of the season. Kansas State simply dismantled the Western Athletic Conference champion Colorado State Rams at Jack Murphy Stadium in front of 15,000 purple-clad Wildcat fans. K-State got off to a fast start in the game as they drove 70 yards in the opening drive and scored on this 4-yard run by Eric Hickson. In the second quarter, the nation's top-ranked defense from Kansas State made another big play when free safety Mario Smith intercepted a Colorado State pass and returned it to the Colorado State 24. That interception sparked the Wildcat offense as they proceeded to score on their next 3 possessions.
First and 10 for the Wildcats with a 13-7 lead. Blitz coming from Colorado State, but right into the running back will score. Kelly for the touchdown. 2:45 left in the half here. 19-7 Kansas State, and they're threatening again with a first down. Kavanaugh, lots of time. To the middle to the tight end for the touchdown. Loika with a catch.
The Wildcat defense was brilliant as they shut down 2 different Colorado State quarterbacks. In addition, it was one of the hardest hitting Wildcat defensive efforts of all time. It was so impressive that one national writer from the Football News called it the hardest hitting football team he had ever seen. K-State poured on 4 more touchdowns in the second half as they rolled up 536 yards of offense in a 54-21 pasting of the Colorado State Rams.
Second and goal with the 6. Option this time to Lawrence for the end zone. Touchdown. He's got Hickson flanking him in the gun. Nope, he'll pass it on 3rd and goal. Has time to the end zone. Touchdown. Purple might be the year of purple. Wide open is Mitch running. Touchdown.
When the game had ended, Kansas State had blasted the Rams 54-21. And Kansas State capped off its first 10-win season since 1910.